In this video, I critically reflect on my experience of tabletop games, focusing on both the affective, emotional and social, and cognitive, strategic and interpretive dimensions of gameplay. This reflection draws on my experiences with games Codenames Pictures, Coup, and Pandemic played in BCM 300 during weeks 1 to 3, and connects these experiences to key theories of games and play. To begin, it is actually important to define what constitutes a game. Games can be understood as an interaction between systems and narratives where formal rules structure player actions, while themes and settings give meaning to those actions. These elements are interdependent, meaning gameplay is shaped not only by rules, but also by how those rules are interpreted and experienced in context. Games can also be grouped into mass market and hobby categories. Mass market games such as Monopoly prioritize accessibility and ease of entry, while hobby games such as the Pokemon trading card game emphasize strategic depth and longer term engagement. Across both categories, games are commonly understood through three core elements: theme, setting, and mechanics. Theme refers to what the game evokes, setting provides narrative context, and mechanics are the rule based systems that structure gameplay. However, gameplay often begins with uncertainty rather than clarity. When first engaging with Codenames Pictures, Coup, and Pandemic, there was a shared lack of understanding around strategies and at times even core mechanics. As Bernard Suits argues, games involve the voluntary attempt to overcome unnecessary obstacles, positioning difficulty and uncertainty as central to play rather than barriers to it. This uncertainty also created discomfort, especially in class where players were expected to appear competent while still learning the system. This created a tension between participation and performance. This reflects Salem and Zimmerman's idea that meaning in games emerges through play itself rather than being fully explained beforehand. Across the three games, each experience highlighted different social and strategic dynamics shaped by their systems and interaction structures. So, firstly, Codename Pictures focused on shared interpretation and collective reasoning, where success depended on how effectively players could communicate visual associations and meanings. Aligns with Wittgenstein's idea that meaning is formed through use within social contexts. Coup emphasized deception, performance, and psychological strategy. Success relied less on rules alone and more on credibility, bluffing, and interpreting other players' behavior. And Pandemic was a little bit harder, which required structured cooperation within a complex rule based system shaping group decision making and coordination. This supports tabletop gaming's idea that games actively structure player behavior and reflects Huizinga's 1955 Magic Circle, where gameplay forms a separate social space governed by its own rules, with strategy built through mistakes and adaptation. Overall, these experiences show that strategy in tabletop games is not fixed, but it actually emerges through interaction, uncertainty, and reflection. Across these three games, understanding developed through active participation, where meaning and strategy were continually constructed and refined through play. Thank you.